that's one of the hardest things you have to learn in life, is that people don't always think like you.
When did you come up with that, like, realization?
When I was in Madagascar, when I moved to
Oh,
the city in my third year, I had an apartment instead of just in the middle of nowhere grabbing water from a well. I would have people over, and I would take off my slippers going into the house. I'll wash my dishes before I go to sleep. I would do all these things that are respectful in my mind, because that is part of my culture. That is part of the Asian culture that was integrated into Hawaiian culture. So when people come in, they wouldn't take off their slippers or shoes. I'm like, can you please take it off? Or come on.
feels
Just like,
dirty. Yeah.
to me, I'm like, how are you this disrespectful that
Mm,
you're coming into my house with your shoes on? And everybody should know this.
yeah.
Everybody should know you take off your slippers before you go into the house.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, well, maybe that's just not how they were raised.
I think you just nailed
Yeah.
how racial tensions start. Like,
Yeah.
people don't always mean bad, but like shit like that
They
goes down.
just don't know. Like
Right.
you said, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah. Like my wife was waiting for the bus, right? And then she goes, in the UK, when there's someone with a wheelchair, like everyone just goes in first, so then the wheelchair guy can go and then like get helped, right? But she was like, I think I did something Holly. And I'm like, what? She goes, I just rushed in because I didn't want to be in the way. And then she's like, everyone waited. And I felt so embarrassed. And they're just giving me the stink eye. And she goes, I'm not one of them. And I'm all like, nah, you're just going to be judged because you white.
Yeah. That's so true though. And sometimes people do things like just by accident. Like if I'm going into the bathroom and like I'm opening the door for somebody and they just like rush in, I'm like, what the heck? They didn't even say thank you?
Yeah, but what if they had a poop on themselves
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something?
Yeah. But like I think maybe like 1 or 2 times in my life something happened where I was just like totally just zoning out. Like just not even thinking of something funny or whatever, and I'm just walking and like I don't even notice what's going on around me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, I feel so bad. But maybe
Yeah.
some people feel that way too. It's not always intentional. Like people aren't intentionally trying to hurt you.
Yeah. I think like empathy is a big one.
For sure.
We'll start to understand more culture and thinking outside the box. I think like if people had the privilege to travel, that would help a lot, and not just stay in a resort, but
Yeah.
like really get to know humans,
Definitely.
you know? And I think this generation's more conscious of that, more so than, our parents and on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the opportunities that are out there.
Yeah.
People are seeking that. People are traveling because you can just vlog about it and get paid,
Yeah.
you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. It's a cool world we live in, for sure.
Yeah.